Hello Jeremiah, this is Damon, X-Treme Bait Tanks. Your custom 35-gallon bait tank is ready. Matter of fact, Jeremiah is a local guy. Come on in, Jeremiah. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, bud?
What do you think about this tank?
Amazing. More than I could ask for.
Tell us a little bit about what you fish for.
Mainly we catfish, crappie, a little bit of striper fishing.
So you striper, catfish, what kind of baits you use?
We're going to be mainly using Gizzard, Shad, crappie minnows, fathead minnows, and creek chubs, bluegills, things like that.
A little bit of everything. It's amazing. Everything's bait, isn't it?
A little bit of everything.
Just depends on where you're at and what you're fishing for. How'd you come across X-Treme?
I was on a striper fishing trip down here at Lake Cumberland, and the guy had it on his boat, and I was real impressed.
All right. Now you were saying your boat's a G3 20-footer, and that's why you decided because of the size of the tank. So this 35 is 24 by 32, 26 inches tall, 35 in the bait, 45 gallons total. Now it comes with the two 12 volts, but you added the 110 because you're talking about being able to keep minnows, I think was one of them. And on your other baits, the idea was if you had bait, you could have bait the next day or the next day, depending on how much bait you went through on the first one.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about your tank here. We got black walls, a lower and an upper drain. The upper drain, we were saying that's great for partial water changes. With the black walls, as you saw with the videos, that helps keep the bait calm. It blinds the bait out. So you're gonna see a big difference in the bait that you have in this tank. You know how you dip bait and you sort of have to chase them around? With this tank, you can have this thing full, see the one you want, and just pluck them out. So by taking their vision away, what that's done is it keeps them way more calmer. So they're gonna be a lot friskier coming out. So with the two 12-volt pumps, you have a quick flow and an infuser cap with your 12-volt LED. So on this tank, you can run one or the other or both, so that actually gives you 3 different speeds. In the back here, your quick connect, so pump, and your light. You have the 3-to-1 pigtail to a 12-volt battery, not 24 to 36, 12-volt max. When we want to put our bait to bed, we switch over to the 110. Always make sure you plug into a GFI outlet, disconnect from your battery, and there you have the infuser cap. The skimmer's real purpose is when you're running your 110. If you ever get a bait jam down below at night, the water's restricted, it's going to rise. The skimmer gives the water a place to go so you don't wake up to a dead tank. The serial number in the top right hand corner for identification purposes. So this is your triple sock filter system. This manifold sits on these standpipes. The water comes up through, and that's what filters out all the solids in the water. Never let these bags dry dirty. When you're done, untie them, turn them inside out, rinse, and repeat. And the same thing goes for your skimmer that goes here. We have a QR code for the online manual. So what Jeremiah is holding now is the spray bar attachment. This is a threaded elbow. The infuser cap comes off. There's 3 screws, and that actually screws right in a spray bar when you're running minnows or a smaller bait. So we actually have one running in this tank, and that's what you get. So by bringing that filtered oxygenated water up to the surface and down, it's a lot better environment for smaller baits, especially minnows that's going to want to cluster down below. All right, we're going to get this drained out, loaded up. What's your first trip? Cumberland?
Cumberland, yes sir.
All right, do a little striper fishing. Hey Jeremy, we appreciate your business. We're happy to be on your boat.
I haven't had a chance to use the tank yet, of course, just buying it today, but the tank, I'm sure, is going to be great. Everything he does seems to be top notch. The best part about buying this tank for me is the help that he gave me. I didn't have no question about any. If I had a question, all I had to do was call Damien. He is very specific on everything he talks about, and I will be giving some reviews on this tank later as I use it throughout the years, and I'm sure it's going to be a great tank to use.
All right. Well, like I said, Jeremy, we're excited to get this thing on your boat. As always, if you have any questions about X-Treme Bait Tanks, give us a call or visit the website, xtremebaittanks.com. Until then, we hope you have an extreme day.